It's showtime! It's showtime! It's showtime! It's showtime!
It's showtime!
It's showtime!
What is this?
Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think with fly.
Think.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
21 gigawatts!
Recorded at Epic Studios, Cleveland, Ohio. You're listening to the Epic Radio Show with Epic, Goldie, and Tokar. Only on YouTube. Subscribe today.
Why do you sound like you're
Welcome, everyone. What's going on? We are live.
Good morning.
Sorry we are late. Obviously Goldie and Tokar do not own watches. So how's it going, Goldie and Tokar?
Good. Like I almost slipped 3 times. It was like really bad.
I'm sorry. It's icy out. We did not expect that. I don't look at the weather app because it's never right anyway.
I gotcha. Okay, so excuse me. We have a great show for you today. As always, try to follow us on Epic Music Radio on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram at Epicness216. I am a little out of it my damn self because I drank last night and I've been a little out of it.
Shot.
This is so funny to me.
What?
Everybody.
Because I know somebody else who got really wasted and is still trying to recover.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, girl. I don't know what you're talking about, but
I know. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say.
I'm not gonna mention names either.
If you mention a name, I will punch you.
Yeah.
Shot.
It didn't go down like that. It didn't go down like that.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Everybody.
It was you? You're talking about you? So you drank last
I
night?
might have got completely wasted Friday night by accident. And I'm still recovering.
Thursday.
It was actually Thursday night. I'm sorry, today's Saturday. I don't even know what day it is.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so
And
moving
Tokar was
on.
the creepy guy that walks from behind.
Our special guest today is Roberto Dohnert. He is a software designer, so we're going to talk to him a little later.
I like that we mix things up. Like, it's cool doing like having rappers on the show, but it's also nice having a mix of other people.
Oh yeah, I try to switch it up. The problem is sometimes that's kind of all that's available is just artists.
No,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
okay with that because we are technically like, you know, leaning more towards a radio show.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
No, it does.
But I do like the mix up.
Exactly. Speaking of mix up, what the fuck is up with the Shape of Water movie? Like, I keep hearing about it, and I did a little research.
Wasn't Debbie supposed to call for that?
I don't know.
No, it was funny. I thought.
Didn't you talk to Debbie about calling in about this? The Shape of Water?
No, I saw the outline and the Shape of Water, and I'm like messaging. I'm like, water doesn't have a shape, and it doesn't have a taste. And they're like, no.
Water takes on the shape of whatever it's in. Per chemistry class.
When he was just talking to Mike, he reminded me of our old friend.
Who?
What was his name? That late night guy, fucking God.
Jay Leno?
No, not Jay Leno. He had a hunchback and fucking he was on CNN, I believe.
Larry King.
There you go.
Larry.
What was he doing?
He was like all like this into the mic and like
Larry King, The Shape of Water.
Stop putting your head into the mic. That's why it's moved back. He reminds me of Ricky Bobby. It rolled real nice.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I saw the preview this morning, and I saw what it's about. I kind of get it. It's like a French movie, sort of like, and the lady falls in love with this creature, and they're abusing this creature by doing science experiments on it.
Yeah, but dude,
Weird.
would you fuck that?
Well, I think she has compassion for it.
So you want to fuck it. It's like, I like dogs, but that doesn't mean I'm going to bring one in and fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get the, I was talking to a vet about this. He's like, yeah, you know, I was in the Marines and he scuba dived and everything. He's like, I didn't never wanted to fuck a manatee. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's just weird.
But the thing is, there is communication. Like, they were able to talk, and
still though, what the fuck? Like, oh, like you smell like seaweed, bro. Like,
it's an actual person in the sense, it's the shape of a person.
The shape of water. No, I'm joking. I don't know what the fuck.
It just depends on whatever you put it in. I don't know. It does sound weird.
That's what she said.
I definitely am probably not ever going to watch that movie, but I definitely see my husband wanting to watch that movie.
Really?
He loves the corniest movies.
Don't forget, we're going to watch it 20 times.
Yeah, if it's corny, he's watching it.
And we're going to be in a rush. Let's go watch it.
Jesus. Oh man. So you wanted to talk about the Super Bowl riots?
Oh, I mean, it was definitely a topic we could bring up. Like, why the hell, Philadelphia, were you tearing up your own city because you won? And it definitely, if someone makes it a race issue, I will punch you in the face. It was whites and blacks alike, Hispanics, whoever. All of you motherfuckers were tearing the city up. And why? You won. Why?
Damn you, Goldie.
Why?
Why are you so loud?
I'm just a loud person.
I understand.
And I'm very passionate about this.
I gotcha.
This is why people can't have nice things in big cities.
That's true. You
annoying.
know what else you can't have in big cities?
Horses.
Farmhouses.
Oh, we're like right on the same subject. Why are we friends?
I don't know.
That's why.
There are horses in the city, but usually by cops.
Yeah.
You know, they have
in
them.
special places.
Special
But I've
places.
seen like people in the hood like have some like chickens in their
Oh, I
yard.
know.
I want some
Right
chickens,
on
but
Madison,
yeah, and Madison, and I swear if I got a chicken, my neighbors would call the police on me like every day.
I know, dude. Especially a rooster. You know,
Yeah,
that motherfucker
I'll probably,
up at like 5
I'll probably
a.m.
say I'm like cockfighting them or something.
Hell yeah.
And I would never even do something like that.
You like pit bull fighting and shit like that? Or like...
Did you just ask me if I like that?
Yeah.
You know how passionate I am about animals. I will cut somebody.
So, yeah, okay.
If you were going to pit bull fighting, I would not even be your friend.
So Michael Vick would not be your friend at all. Huh?
Who is Michael Vick? I want his name and address right now.
Well, he was in the NFL, and he used to...
Oh, yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah, and I don't like him. Actually, yeah, I remember sharing an article, and I had a lot of choice words for him.
Well, okay, sweet.
I don't think that's okay, and I don't care who you are. If it was my own father, I would call the police and turn him in. That's not okay.
That's awesome. Tokar, you're right on it with it.
I'm going to punch him.
Don't do that, people. That's not nice.
Oh, Jesus. I'm like, you know, I woke up pretty early, too. Like, I woke up at, like...
Yeah, you're actually wearing a nice shirt today, and it looks like you brushed your hair, and you don't have bedhead like you normally do.
Well, shut the fuck up. That's because, like, I have to set up the show and everything, and usually I get up at, like, I don't know, 9:45 or so.
Yeah, right last minute.
Yeah, so...
And then bitch at us for being late, but we have to drive from the west side.
Okay, that's
And
20 minutes.
We don't hop out of our bed, roll over, and, like, we're at the show. You literally can do that.
I get that, but there's still a lot of stuff I have to do with this shit.
Yeah.
I do stuff the night before, and then I do stuff the morning off.
You have the luxury of doing that because it's right here.
I guess.
If it was at my house, it'd be easier.
You know
for
how
me.
long it takes for that laptop to load?
Yes, because I have wanted to throw your laptop out of the basement window.
I'm going to try to get another one because that's ridiculous, man.
It's all that adware.
Well, I mean...
Well, I've had it for like...
Why don't you send it home with me and I'll have either Tokar or Hana clean it out?
Well, the problem is I cleaned it out.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get an Apple.
Do you have the money for an Apple computer?
No, I'm saying if you ever get a new computer, maybe because they don't add all that adware and stuff that Microsoft does.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yeah. No, it's just old as fuck. It's probably like 8 years old.
I think we're getting boring.
I think
People are probably like, I don't give a shit about your guys' slow laptop.
No, they'll probably comment right now. They'll probably call, well, Tokar's not right about Apple.
Yeah.
It would be nice if someone did actually call, even if it was to tell us we were wrong or that we sucked.
I don't know. I mean,
what about the Super Bowl riots?
Call, and if you would like to call in. Oh no, that's not right. Okay, that's right. Okay, Yeah, if you would like to call in, you know, it's funny because this system's easy to use. Obviously, this is our only third live show, but it's like weird because I don't mess with it that much during the week because I'm working. Like, and yesterday I worked almost 12 hours. So like by the time I got home last night, it was it's close to 9, something like that, and like. And then I don't feel like fucking with shit, man. Like, the guy that we're going to interview, Roberto, he sent me this thing to try his operating software. He's in North Carolina. I don't think that's going to work. Not gonna happen. But anyways, he has this operating software. You know, it's based off Linux. I don't know if you know what any of that is.
I have no idea about any of this
stuff. So anyways.
Can you explain what Linux is?
It's just another operating system, kind of like Apple and Microsoft, but it's free. It's an open source operating software. In some ways, it's better than Apple and Windows. In some ways, it's not. Only because there's like a lot of apps and software that obviously Microsoft designs for Microsoft, Apple for, you know, Apple, and third parties. They don't develop a whole lot of stuff, but I worked with it a little bit when I went to school, and it was pretty good. But this is supposed to be a different operating software altogether, so we're going to talk to him about that in a little bit.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And him and 2 other people designed it, like, from scratch. Like, it's pretty cool. So if anybody would like to call in real quick, that'd be awesome. Hell yeah. KY Jelly $2 for $1.
Where? I want to go get some.
If not, you know what? We are just going to go ahead and take a break. When we get back, we are going to interview Roberto Dohnert.
Roberto.
Like, he's probably going to hate me, but his last name kind of sounds like donut, but it's Dohnert. You know what I mean? Like,
how do you spell it?
Dohnert.
I don't even know if I would even know how to say that.
It's Doe.
What kind of last name is it?
I don't
the ethnicity.
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
It's interesting.
I don't ask him all. I don't know his
Italiano.
Life.
I don't know your life.
All right, guys. When we get back, we're going to go ahead and do this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm be saying when I be saying it.
Big Mama gonna do that thing. Big Mama gonna do that thing.
All right.
Big Mama gonna
keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. Big Mama gonna do that thing. All right, well, welcome back to the Epic Radio Show. On the line now is software designer Roberto Dohnert. Welcome to the Epic Radio Show, man. What's going on?
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what you got going on and about your software and operating software that you're working on.
Okay. Well, we do at TC Open Systems LLC is that we create a operating system called Linspire. And what Linspire is based on the Linux kernel. And what we do is we try to make it as easy as possible for the average person to use it. So while a lot of the stuff that we bundle is free, as in, no cost, what we do is we put it together in a nice package so people can install it, use it, and not have to go through the whole aspect of having to recompile source code. Source code is like the language that it's written in. So people don't have to go through and recompile source code. They don't have to worry about, having to worry about doing things like package installing and things of that nature. And so Linspire, what it is for home users, it's for businesses, it's for education facilities, and it just gives them an alternative to Windows and Mac OS 10.
So why would they switch to Linspire? If they're already using Windows and Mac, like, what makes it better? Like, or at least an option?
Okay, what makes it better is that you have less security holes in it. Linux is an open source project started by Linus Torvalds back in 1992. And with so many people that are able to look at the code and recompile the code, like we look at it, we look at the source code, we input our own changes and everything. And so that takes away a lot of the security holes that you find in Mac OS 10 and Windows, because a lot of time in Windows and Mac OS, the problem is that since people can't look at it, these security holes, they don't know about them. And so when you get a really skilled hacker who can actually figure it out on Windows and Mac OS, it creates a mess that you've seen. A lot of companies out there that have lost data, that have lost customer data, which is even worse, and huge data leaks that you've seen in the news and everything. And what Linspire and others do is that we sit there and we can go through there, we can actually seal those holes properly, and we can get a lot of input back from the community on these holes. And also updating the software is a lot quicker because since we can find it sooner, we can patch it sooner. Patching means we can actually fix the problem.
Okay. And another thing too, so what kind of applications can be used with Linspire? Like, if you're a musician or you're a business, or like, because there's a lot of software out there that's made just for Windows or just for Mac or whatever. But is there like almost like a online store or a place to download a bunch of the same type of things, like Microsoft Office or anything like that for it?
Well, first of all, we have an Office suite that's Microsoft Office compatible and Google Docs compatible, and it's already pre-installed free, so you don't have to download or license Office from anybody. It's already included in the software package. But yeah, if you want to download new software, we have a software store in there called Software, and if you click on that, it takes you to a gallery of a lot of different software applications and a lot of categories that you can actually choose, and you can actually install whatever software you want. Another thing is a lot of the software that's included with Linspire, and a lot of software in the software package, in the software store, are free to use. So you can actually download them, put them in there. We do have some commercial applications in there for businesses and things like that, but for the most part, for a home user, if they just want to get up and running, watch videos, surf the web, watch YouTube, a lot of that software is already included and it's free.
Yeah, and also, is there a way for them to try it? Okay, so like, say there's an avid Microsoft user or a Windows user or a Mac user, and they would like to try it without wiping out their operating system. Is there a way for them to do that?
Yeah, what they can do is they can go ahead and contact us. We do have a trial version that we do allow people to try out. And they can contact us. We'll give them the link. They can download it. They can actually install on a USB key. And we have the instructions for doing that on our website. They can download it to a USB key, and then they can put it in there, and they can actually boot their system with the USB key. And as long as they don't hit install, it's not going to install anything. But they can try all the applications and everything that they want. And that environment's called a live environment. And basically what it's doing is running from that USB key, and it puts the software into RAM, which is the memory on your system.
Now, for all other broadcasters out there, now I'm using Wirecast Pro, but
right.
but there is an open source broadcasting software.
Right, called Open Broadcaster.
Yep, and you can use that on Linspire also.
Right.
So, you know, and a lot of people use that anyways.
Right, because it's free, where Wirecast actually costs you money.
Yeah, I actually like Wirecast a little bit better, just my preference, but I've used the open source broadcasting one. It has a lot of the same type of applications and everything. It's just I kind of like the user friendliness of Wirecast, and I do have a trial of his Linspire. I just have not had a chance this week to use it. But what I'll do is I'm going to try this weekend to try it out, and then next week on the show I'm going to tell people how that was.
Okay. And epic. Another thing is with open source software, that's a beautiful thing about it, is that if you have a certain function of a piece of software that you don't like let's say you don't like the way Open Broadcaster handles switching between input devices, you can actually get a hold of a developer like me or somebody else out there in the world that works with software, and we can actually modify that to the way that you like it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it leaves a lot of stuff open. You know what I mean? Right. Because I guarantee if I contact Wirecast, they're not going to fix something on the fly for me. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
You get what you pay for. You know what I mean? Where this, you could actually call somebody up, like, hey, like, you know about like programming. Can you do this for me? And you can literally change it on the actual software, and it'll update immediately.
Exactly. And then also for people who don't like to pay for operating systems, who don't want to actually purchase Linspire, we actually have a project called FreeSpire. What it does is that it takes the core aspects of Linspire, and it's a free operating system. They can install that. They can use that. They don't pay us a dime. The only thing is with that, you don't get certain drivers for hardware, and also some of your multimedia won't work. Like your Windows Media won't work, MP3 won't work, Real Video, our Apple QuickTime won't work, things like that, because those are packages that we actually have to pay the licensee, the license.
Yeah,
for.
I understand that.
And so we actually have to pay Microsoft, we pay Apple, we pay Real, we pay Oracle for those software license to use that, to bundle that in our operating system. Whereas FreeSpire, they don't do that, and so they can actually download that and use that. As long as they're happy with what they want to do with it and it works for them, they can use either one.
Gotcha. And what got you into this business? Like, what got you started out writing software?
Oh, I've been writing software since 1994, man.
Wow,
that's a long time.
I've been in this business for a long time. And Linux back then, it was a lot harder to use than what it is now. I remember the first time I ever tried it, it took me 3 days, and it was like 15 floppy disks just to get it installed on the system I had then. And because back then we didn't have broadband. We had dial-up.
Yeah, I remember.
We had dial-up. And so that was a lot slower.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And, yeah. And so you couldn't download everything. Like now it's pretty much quick when you hit it. It's crazy when you hit a 100 gigabyte file, it just downloads quick. You know what I mean?
So what's your family think of everything that you're doing?
A lot of them don't understand it.
I got Goldie here looking at her phone. She don't understand a goddamn
I have
thing
no
either.
idea anything that you just said.
I from the user side.
Yeah.
I only know how to just push buttons and talk to people.
I mean, I took a programming class where it was Java a long time ago, about 10 years ago. So
My baby knows more about her tablet than I do.
Gotcha.
That is not even
Yeah,
an understatement.
so she would be the one that would contact us. She would actually buy the software package.
Yeah.
She is like, I'm calling Roberto. I don't have time for this shit. My mom is stupid.
I want to watch all the little fingers without any delay.
Yeah, I need my little fingers and my Johnny and my Humpty Dumptys on the walls, and I don't need any interruptions.
See, but that's the thing. When you buy the USB key, all you have to do is plug it in.
It's funny
and you
because
can just install it.
didn't you just have a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then tell us a little bit about that, because didn't you have a funny story about that?
If you want to. I mean,
yeah,
some people
that
might
was
not be
pretty
comfortable sharing their stories about their children. Are you okay with sharing that?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
okay with sharing it. Yeah, so my son's 23 years old. He's in the Navy. And then he called me one day. He was like, I'm coming home for shore leave. I need to talk to you. I have a surprise for you. I was like, okay, no problem. So he came home. We were talking and everything. And he was like, I have a surprise for you. I'm like, well, what's that? He's like, well, you're going to be a grandfather. And I was like, well, that's fine. I have a surprise for you. He's like, what's that? I'm like, you're going to have a brother.
Oh my God, I love it.
Oh my God.
That's awesome. So
And,
how far apart are they?
Yep, and so that was how that turned out.
How far apart are they?
Are the babies?
Just a few months.
Who's older? Uncle or nephew? Or niece? I don't know.
My child's older than his.
Oh my God,
By a
that's
couple months.
so cute.
I told him that was like some Modern Family type shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I thought my son and my sister are only 5 years apart, but like months apart. That's so awesome. You should dress them alike.
Oh, yeah.
I would. So crazy.
Yep.
That's so cute.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. But we're gonna have to go into our next segment. So
What's up, man?
no, we'll welcome you back at another time to we'll get some updates. And like I said, I'm gonna try the operating system this week, hopefully this weekend actually, and then I'll make sure.
Know how easy it is to use.
Yeah, I will.
You'd have to like smack me in the head with it.
Well, the thing is, you know, with my software that I do have, you know, I can try to use it with Wirecast or something, and you know, and so people could actually see how it works. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to do all that and set that up. I'm not. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And if they go to our website, lensfirelinux.com, they can actually look at the Lensfire in the news, and it has a lot of videos, reviews, and things like that, where they can actually see how it does work.
Okay.
Can you tell Epic how to pronounce your last name?
It's Dohnert. I asked him already. Yeah.
Okay. Is that like French?
Spanish.
Oh, it is Spanish. I'm so nosy.
Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Yeah, she asked me, and I'm like, I don't know his life. I don't know what fucking ethnic background.
Because he couldn't pronounce the last name, and I was like, well, what
that's
is
what
the
I
background?
do. I do ethnic
He's like,
screening
I don't know.
before I do the show, Goldie. I'm like, what are you?
Who's tokar?
I was just curious about the last name, you dick.
I know, but you're like, oh, what ethnic back? I'm like, I don't
know. It's something I'm always studying, so whatever. A lot of anthropology and names and different things like that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for dealing with our crazy
I'll come
asses.
back anytime you need me.
Don't
all right?
ever deal with us again. No, I'm kidding.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye, Goldie.
Bye.
Okay, that's real. So the next thing that we need to do is would you rather questions. I am so fucking out of it. Holy
would
shit.
you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather?
I know. I swear.
We're picking on you.
Would you rather?
That you just sang over the music, but that's cool. Okay, so that's tokar. We're not there yet.
No, you got a long way to go before that one.
Yeah. Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life, or always feel like you have to sneeze but not be able to? Goldie.
I'm sorry.
Take two.
Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life, or always feel like you have to sneeze but not be able to?
Oh my god, that's so hard. Who came up with this evil question?
I did.
I don't want hiccups. I'll just have to sneeze all the time.
Oh man, no. No, you not sneeze all the time.
No,
always feel like
it.
Yeah.
I always feel that way anyway. I have allergies all the time. So
oh my God.
I'm already adjusted to it. Screw it.
Tokar.
Sneeze because hiccups, you're just like,
yeah, your body's jumping. They don't even know what actually causes hiccups.
You know what? I'm going to go with hiccups because, I'll probably work out.
I'll never want to talk to you ever again.
Okay.
If you're always hiccuping.
All right. Would you rather be itchy for the rest of your life or sticky?
Oh, that is so rough too.
Sticky.
And I found some good ones.
I hate being sticky. I can't even stand humid weather, but I guess I'll just be itchy.
Itchy? I can't do it. Sticky.
I'm used to being itchy too. My skin is so sensitive.
Tokar.
I think itchy, being sticky, you'll get used to it, but icky, itching.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
You'd be like a dog constantly scratching.
It's like a tongue twister.
Would you rather eat a bowl of vomit or lick a hobo's foot? It said Bob's foot. Who the fuck is Bob?
You're a bum.
No, like
Bob.
It probably auto corrected that shit.
Lick a bowl of vomit?
No, eat a bowl of vomit or lick a hobo's foot.
I guess I'm just gonna have to lick a hobo's foot and go.
I'd rather lick the foot.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm just gonna lick
I can't
the
do
foot.
the vomit. I can't even think of vomit.
I know. Some people vomited all over the place on Thursday.
It'd be crazy, girl. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm be dang. You want to dang that. You know what I'm saying?
Are you Louis' dad?
What are you saying?
Is that what I was saying? Okay. I don't know.
What you talking about?
Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Hello? What? You say hello? I don't know.
Michael James, we're going on to our next segment. He said he hates when I say that for some reason, so.
He's going to be on the next segment?
No, he's not.
Oh.
No, but I just wanted to say
interesting.
that. I just wanted to say that shit
Okay.
a few times.
Hi, Michael James.
Just to annoy him a little bit.
Haven't heard from you in forever.
I know.
He like falls off the map and then he comes back and comments on everything and then he falls off the map.
I talked to him quite a bit, but he doesn't always give us ideas.
Does he ignore your phone calls?
No.
Oh.
No.
Remember that time that you just asked that person if they're going to play a game with you?
What?
You're a game friend and he ignored your call.
And said you call him too much.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's actually a update on that.
Oh, yeah?
So, I unfriended him or whatever, right?
Okay.
And so now he has other gamers against me now. Like, yeah.
Who does that? Grow up.
Right?
Oh my god.
So like
man, the game world is pretty dangerous.
It is, dude. So like I was playing, it just happened to be like I was playing up against that guy and he had a couple of my buddies on there. And they started talking shit to me and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like I realized they unfriended me.
Oh wow.
I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like,
if you guys are listening, then you're probably not because you're lame and you probably played video games all night and you're sleeping. But that's really lame.
It is
really lame. Like,
it is.
Grow up.
Like, I don't even have an issue with the guy I unfriended. You know what I mean? Like, it was just
the best part about people who talk crap to you, like through games or social media, would never even say a word in your face.
I know.
Ever. I mean, I see people like that I know that I know through people and we'll always be at like social gatherings together, won't say a peep. You barely can get them to say hello.
I know.
And they're all over Facebook. They're going to beat up this person. They're going to beat up that person. And they're telling this person off and that person. And I'm like, shut the hell up. Because in real life, I know
they're like, you know, like back in the day, there was telephone tough guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Internet
now you
trolls.
have internet thugs.
Yeah, internet thugs. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we get back,
take a break.
We are going to do crazy news and you know, smoke some crack. So keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show.
Keep it
motherfucker. Yeah, bitch. That's how we do. All right, welcome back to the Epic Radio Show.
Greetings.
We are going to go into
so random
crazy news, but first, make sure that you add us on Twitter and Facebook at Epic Music Radio. Subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram, epicness21motherfucking6. Actually,
that's not
say
it,
doesn't say that.
6. So
but
don't.
I added that shit, bitch.
Yeah, and then
I'm
people
rich.
are gonna literally be looking for that.
Fuck your couch.
Ugh.
I don't know. Anyways,
I don't know. I don't even know this person.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Yeah,
better recognize.
Okay.
This one's Ike Turner.
No, that's Little John, dude. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I don't even know.
Everybody get low.
Yeah.
To the window.
Wow.
All right, you guys ready for crazy news?
Yes.
All right.
Crazy shit happens. The Epic Radio Show will be there to report and shit. It's time for crazy news.
Okay. A mailman in Italy stashed half-ton of mail in his garage. Postal police say. There's postal police?
I guess so.
Maybe in Italy. I don't know. Italians fed up with the country's lousy postal service may now have found a culprit. Police say they discovered more than a half-ton of undelivered mail in a rogue postman's garage. The postal police said that 573 kilograms, which is equal to 1,260 pounds, stashed in the home of the 56-year-old postman. So I guess he wanted to recycle all this. He had like bank statements, utility bills, old phone books, and some political propaganda. And he goes to like recycle it, and the recycling place was like, what the heck? And they kind of tipped off the postal police.
Isn't that crazy?
Like, what did he get out of that? That's what I was looking for in the story, and I didn't find it. Like, why?
Maybe he's just a hoarder. I don't know. Maybe he went postal.
I think, or maybe it was like towards the end of his day, and he's like, I don't give a shit if they don't get their mail. I'm going home.
It's me, Mario. I'm gonna take all your mail.
He probably, or like if he hated the people and he didn't. Dude, our mailman is like a gossip queen, and he will talk shit about our neighbors. Anytime. And I feel really bad. He actually found, like in the summertime, our regular mailman found someone who overdosed from heroin and he had to call the police. They actually had a vigil for that person last night.
What's crazy?
I don't know why they waited till the cold ass winter to do it.
You know what I do for my job, right?
Yeah, you deliver medical supplies.
Well, I went to this patient's house. Obviously, I can't say names.
No,
or nothing.
it would be illegal.
It would be illegal, but I went to his house and I noticed there was like 2 months worth of door tags on his door, which meant we tried contacting him for like 2 months and he wasn't there, but his car was there. So I contacted my boss, whatever. It turns out he died and he was there for over 2 months.
That's so sad.
Yeah. He didn't have any family or nothing. It listed his brother in another state, but like it was kind of sad, man. He was kind of a dick, but I didn't want him to die.
No.
You know, my boss was
Nobody
all
wants
like,
that, I don't think.
"So, why'd you kill him?" You know?
You're like, that's not even funny.
I know, exactly. I'm like, he's like, "Oh, actually, because this guy I work with, his name Ryan." Actually, Ryan was the last one that delivered to him. He must have killed him.
Hey, it gets the heat off of you.
Yeah, whatever. Obviously,
okay.
Nobody murdered this guy.
No, he probably died of old age. So, moving on, the Grumpy Cat wins $700,000 in a federal case over his identity.
Hell yeah.
Like, what the heck? First of all, who owns this Grumpy Cat anyway? It's in California. It still won't make her smile, but Grumpy Cat has won some scratch. A Californian jury gave the furry frown queen more than $700,000 this week in federal lawsuit over the use of her identity. Are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
So, let's see. According to the obtained documents by the Washington Post, the owner won the lawsuit first filed 3 years ago against the Grenade Beverage Company. Okay, so some company is the cat's. First of all, I'd never even heard of this company.
Yeah, me either.
So, well, okay. I guess they used Grumpy Cat and they won.
Isn't it pronounced grenade?
I don't know. Is it? I've never heard of it. Grenade.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, but
Tokar's probably right because I just read so fast. Sometimes I screw up.
I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy that, like, it's a cat. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, well, I guess she had signed up to endorse him or her for a Grumpy Cat Crumpachino. That's actually Grumpachino. That's really cute. I would probably buy those.
Sounds like something an old man would drink.
But the company subsequently used the cat's image to help sell other products.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Well, oh well. I mean, I probably would have did the same thing. Kudos to you.
Too, yeah.
Like, wait a minute, I'm not getting paid for this shit. You gave me money for something else, and now you're gonna use my Grumpy Cat's face for other things? Show me the money, honey. No money, no honey.
I feel it.
So it's like a trademark issue more than it has to do with like a cat.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is. I knew that.
I mean, this is the world we live in.
Yeah.
You know, and what's fair is fair. This one is pretty baffling. Spanish police find 8,000 pounds of stolen oranges in a traffic stop. Like, where the hell do you steal 8,000 pounds of stolen oranges? And what are you doing with them? How did 5 people get in one car with all those oranges?
I don't know, dude.
They know how.
5 suspects
Probably clowns.
were arrested in southern Spain after police officers carrying out a traffic stop found vehicles loaded with more than 8,000 pounds of stolen oranges. Like, how do you hawk oranges?
I don't know. And
are you maybe to sailors? I don't know. Keep them from getting scurvy?
What was that in a Toyota Corolla or something?
Yeah, they're like they're like these little like cars that you see like on Dennis and city authorities in Seville on Tuesday released images of 2 cars and a van overloaded with the fruit after alleged theft in the town of Carmen. Okay, so somebody just goes and steals like 8,000 pounds of oranges. It's the most random thing.
That is the most random thing ever, dude.
And what are they gonna like sell them on the side of the road?
I don't know.
Like 5 for $1 or something?
I don't even know. These fucking people are going nuts. I swear to God, like, every time I turn on the TV or read Google News or whatever, it's like another story. Like, I have an endless supply of crazy news. Like, you have no idea. Like, we'll never run out of crazy news.
You should, if you worked at Denison, you'd have crazy news every day. You wouldn't even have to go on the webpage. You can just say...
just work at Giorgio's and
honest to God, I had... it was like 11 o'clock at night. I'm leaving the store. Some guy pulls me over, and I thought there was a problem or something. He's screaming, and he had something in his hand. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he's screaming at other people. And he has like a fishbowl in his hand, and he's like, "Hey, you want to buy a baby turtle?"
Oh, those people will sell anything.
And he would pull up with the baby turtle, like these fish tank full of turtles.
It's so bad for the turtle.
In his hand, and he would just pull up to people. I'm like, "Hey, you want a turtle?" And
I think I know some people that bought turtles off that guy.
It wasn't me. I probably would have like locked my doors and drove away.
Then
the turtles are legit though.
I don't know. The turtles might be legit, but I don't know about the seller.
Yeah. Yep. I know.
She's like, this guy's selling turtle. And we're like, what?
So she knows somebody.
Yeah, we know. We know the person.
So you know somebody really did. I thought you just made that up.
No, I didn't make that up.
Oh my god.
Actually, my mom has a turtle now.
I just thought
From
it was
John's turtle friend.
You want to buy a turtle? And he would just like show the fish tank around the people. I'm like, turtle.
And people, I
Are
don't
you
know,
turtly enough for the turtle club? Turtle.
So can you imagine you get a pizza and then you get a turtle delivered to you?
Turtle power.
Yeah.
Express turtle delivery.
Oh man,
they really take care of you on Denison.
So this isn't crazy news, but I thought it was kind of weird.
Okay.
Did you look this up? Because
about the Border Patrol agent? Yeah. And to be honest, like, I know that since they have no leads, that they're saying, like, we're not ruling out other things. However, this wasn't like a high traffic drug area. I mean, they probably got their ass beat because they were like going, well, anyway, we should probably read this a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay. A Border Patrol agent who was killed near the U.S. Mexican border in November died from head injuries, an autopsy released. His name was Agent Rogelio Martinez. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. Who was killed in the line of duty, was found in a culvert near Van Horn, about 30 miles from the border with Mexico and 110 miles southeast of El Paso. His partner was also seriously injured. The autopsy reports the agent's skull and ribs were fractured, in addition to cuts found on his scalp. The other agent has since recovered from the injuries, but has no recollection of the events that led to the death of Martinez.
There's a couple of things about this story that's weird. First off, what the fuck is a culvert?
Did you try looking that up?
No.
Maybe it's like a ditch. Let's look
Tokar? Since we ask you everything?
Yeah. Do you
What's
know?
a culvert? C-U-L-V-E-R-T. Doom, 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 doom.
It's a tunnel carrying a stream or open drain under a road or railroad. Like a channel.
Yeah,
So-
you see them all the time on the country roads.
Well,
And
you
it
didn't
says
answer
that
that
they
shit.
were-
Don't act like you know what we're talking
I
about.
should smack him. It says that they were answering to a call or they were responding to activity. So more than likely there was a drug deal going on. Agents show up and someone beat their ass and killed one of them. That's really sad.
The other guy does not remember anything.
No,
though.
because he probably had head injuries. That's sad.
I know, but there's another theory.
Okay.
Because
Was Donald Trump building a wall and they fell off of it?
yes, that was the theory. How did you guess?
I'm amazing.
No, that's not what it was. So the other theory is, and they've rolled this out, but I still am a little skeptical. Okay, so they were partners, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they drove in two separate cars,
Okay.
which is kind of weird. They were like, why the fuck were they both there? You know what I mean?
You think they wrecked into each other?
I think maybe there was an altercation between maybe them two, and the other guy might have killed him.
I
And
don't
just said,
know.
hey, we hit a culvert. You know, like, what the fuck?
That doesn't make sense to me after reading the story.
No, I don't think that happened.
I don't know. Could be.
That's a drug deal that went bad.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I'm thinking.
you think? Then
Of course, now you are going to have people who are like, you see, we need to build a wall. We need to build a wall. Everything gets turned
that's
into
what Trump's
politics.
using that
Yeah.
for now. Like, but there's not even any proof of anything.
No,
they can't
there's definitely no proof.
They can't prove anything. Like, that's what's weird about the story. They don't really know what caused any of the injuries or nothing. Like, they don't know what the fuck. I think aliens did it.
I would say aliens.
I think aliens. It makes sense.
Either way, it's
they're in the middle
really
of the fucking
sad that somebody
desert.
lost their life.
They don't remember shit. One's dead. Like, he probably got raped and shit. I don't know. See, I don't know why I said he got raped. Anal probed. There we go. Same thing though, right?
Do we have a live chat on YouTube?
Yeah, we do.
I was just texted and informed that we need to pay attention to our live chat on YouTube.
Oh yeah, really?
I agree.
And well, guess what? I can't do that right now.
Oh, okay.
No, we're screwed.
You could do it on that laptop.
Let me try the slow laptop.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something we should do from now on.
Yeah.
Put it on here.
Oh yeah, my nipples are getting hard right now. The live chat. You know what? I'm gonna throw this phone number up too, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Throw that phone number up. Call us. Make my nipples
Can you get
hard.
off your damn phone while I try to look this up, or you already got it on
No,
your phone?
I saw their messages.
What's the messages?
Yeah, we can at least respond to
I
people.
love turtles. Shrimp are better.
Who said that?
From Jeremy Rodriguez. He's
okay.
like going off. He's like, build a wall.
Oh
Mexico will be the number builder of ladders. And then he said, number one builder of ladders. Boo, Epic sucks.
Okay.
Shrimp are better and I love turtles. It's so random and funny.
I don't know what's wrong with him. Hey, if you don't like me, you don't have to listen to me, motherfucker.
Maybe he likes me.
I don't know.
It's okay. We're going to have people who like one of us, hate all of us, don't like one of us. Like,
it's all good in the
that's okay,
neighborhood.
because they're still listening.
Why? How come shrimp is better? Shrimp are better. I don't. Were we talking about shrimp?
We weren't talking about shrimp at all.
He has little shrimps in a tank. They're so cute.
Oh.
His wife,
okay. We're
actually
talking about
posted
turtles.
He needs
little
to be a little
pictures
bit
of
more
them.
descriptive.
They're so cute.
A little bit more descriptive on
But I
our live
can't help
chat.
but when she posts like little pictures of them, and then I want to eat them.
But it looks like
Ruthie, I love
the
you.
emoji that he used is like the shrimp that you eat. It wasn't like a live shrimp.
Can you pull the live up so I can look at it on here whenever somebody comments?
I'm
asking Tokar, and he's just staring at me.
I know.
Like
No, do it on the
He's a
phone. You're on the wrong page. You got to click
I
there.
know. I'm trying to get
Here.
help. I hate you, Tokar. He's just gonna sit there and let me drown. Like if I was drowning, he would just stare at me.
It's like, dude, just flap
and he'd
your
be like,
arms.
"No, you." Yeah, he'd be like, "Just move over there."
There you go.
Now go down to the comments section for me.
We are so slow. Like, this is the worst show ever. Like, if we get
That's
picked
why we
up,
only have like one person.
if we get picked up
commenting,
by any
and it's
type
a
of
friend.
major network,
Okay, we are live, and
Well, we probably
you got to wait
wouldn't.
for it to load. I don't know what's going on. It's really slow.
well,
You should do it from your phone.
This laptop sucks.
My phone is slow.
Ass.
too. Yeah, you should do it. Here, do it for me.
Go to
my
the
phone.
show. Go to the link on the show. Wait, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Finally, we're in
motherfucker.
business.
Yeah. Oh, one person.
Say something.
Yeah.
Say
Oh my
something.
god, I love the
Say
computer's version of the
something,
shrimp.
I'm giving up
It
on
looks like a little
you.
crown on a cheese puff.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like a shrimp. It looks terrible.
God damn it.
Funny.
If I didn't see that, I wouldn't even know what they're saying.
I don't know what anyone's saying. I'm like in fucking la la motherfucking land right now, dude. I will never drink the night before
Shrimp are better.
I'm never drinking again.
a show again because I am like completely dazed and confused. And you know what? We're going to take a break real quick.
Can I say a fact about shrimp? If you're in the wild and there's shrimp in the water is pure and clean. It's safe to drink. Just remember that.
Okay.
Thank you
Tucker.
for that survival key when I'm naked and afraid in the wild. God bless you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we are going to take calls from people maybe and then talk about other shit. And then we'll do Ask Tokar and then we'll be out this bitch.
Okay.
All right. Keep it locked right
hot in
here.
here.
Keep it locked right here. We're back already, motherfuckers.
Well, that was so quick.
Yeah.
Where did we even go?
Ooh.
I have nothing. Nothing. Nowhere. We are... You know what? I have a lot of fucking questions for you, Tokar. I'm going to actually just do the Tokar thing first. Let's do that shit right motherfucking now.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Tokar, how many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
I'll say it's possible that one can kill an elephant.
Oh, snap. Okay.
If you think about it, there's a way that the chicken can move around to cause the elephant to go off a cliff or get stuck somewhere in a ditch.
There you go. What would be the worst buy one, get one free sale of all time?
McDonald's. Anything off the McDonald's menu.
Okay, which is something that I enjoy, so fuck you. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it's not a sandwich.
How is it not a sandwich?
Because it has to be covered all the way to be a sandwich.
It's covered most of the way. Like, I mean,
Doesn't count. You're not using 2 slices of bread. You're putting in the bun. Well, in a way, it can be a sandwich if you cut the hot dog in half.
No, Tokar. Okay. What secret conspiracy would you like to start?
That the Epic Radio show is corrupt.
That's a good one.
Oh, let's see. Which body part do you wish you could detach and why?
My head.
Why?
Because if I can't see something, I can just lift my head up and hold it on.
How about you just turn around, Tokar?
No, say if there's a view or I want to see something, you know, I have like my arms, so I get an extra.
What if you drop your head, though?
Oh, that would suck. But I didn't think of that. But I would have to blindly try to find my head, and you know, I can see where I'm looking at now. Yeah, I would probably have to ask someone, hey, can you get my head for me?
Gotcha.
And my body would be wandering around somewhere.
What's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your house?
The cats. You must have the guy that brought the cats.
Yeah, there was a guy. He was coming to do some maintenance. I was really young.
When he lived with his mother.
Yeah, when I lived with my mom. I was probably 14 at the time.
Yeah.
He comes in and he looks like he's holding on to something inside his jacket. And we just kind of ignored it. We thought maybe it was tools or something. He leaves and then suddenly there's like 2 cats out of nowhere in the house.
Weren't they kittens?
Yeah, kittens. One was a kitten. One was actually like a year-old cat.
Wow.
And we have no idea how the cats got here. And here, sure enough, he smuggled the cats in.
Didn't he come back again like a week later doing the same thing and then the mommy cat was left there?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's nuts. He dropped off cats randomly.
His mom had to ban him from coming home.
Yeah, we told him not to come over no more.
Every time he came, cats were left behind.
He was dropping cats over.
Jesus.
Who does that?
I don't know, dude. That's
oh my
crazy.
God, I'm so sorry that I coerced this story, but like, that's the best story Epic or Tokar has ever
We had no idea how these cats got here. Right when he leaves, we just see a random cats, like 2 cats. Well, and they're eating the food and everything. We're like, where do these cats come from? I didn't let these cats in.
That's crazy. What's invisible but you wish people could see?
Love.
Oh, that's a good one. Especially right before Valentine's Day.
That's right. If you were held at gunpoint and told that if you didn't impress them with your dance moves, you would be killed, what dance moves would you bust out?
One of I'm gonna do Big Mama gonna do that thing. Big Mama gonna do that thing.
Let me tell you, Tokar, when he's wasted, got some dance moves for a white boy.
Really?
Dude, one time we were at the bar. He was so wasted.
Yeah, I was pretty hammered.
This was right before I found out I was pregnant, so I wasn't drinking because I felt off. And he's so drunk, he like picks up my friend's beer and just like drinks it down. He puts her coat on, and we're in like this crowded ass town hall. Anybody who's familiar with town hall, you know there's like never room to walk. Like you just have to push your way through people. And he's like busting out these dance moves, elbows in the air with her coat on, this tiny ass little women's coat.
Yeah, I couldn't even fit.
He's like doing stuff like this, and my husband's like, John, stop, John, dude, stop. Oh my God, John, that's not your beer. Dude, we gotta leave.
Oh my God.
It was hilarious. I'm like, stop being a buzzkill, Hannah.
Well, in his defense, that's all he could be is a buzzkill.
Hannah, it's his anxiety.
Is it really?
I guess.
So I had a little too much to drink that night.
But Tokar, when he's drunk, he can be hilarious, but as long as he doesn't get so wasted that you can't even talk to him anymore.
Gotcha. Like you get sad?
No, he just gets like he's like, one time he brings a piece of glass out of the room. He's like, I'm gonna bust this over my head, and I'm like, no, go put it back and go to bed. He's like, no, want to see me bust it over my head? And I'm like, no, I do not. Go put it back and go to bed. Like he gets like that. It's just not fun anymore.
Where is the strangest place you've urinated or defecated?
Behind a Dairy Queen.
You took a poop?
No, urinated.
Oh.
That's not that weird.
Yeah, it's not
it's weird.
It's kind of weird because if you think about it, behind the Dairy Queen, that's where they're ordering.
I was a kid, and my dad, I had told him I had to use the bathroom. They didn't have a bathroom there, and so I went in the back, and some lady saw me, and she told like the cashier. I just remember that story.
I have an interesting drunk.
I was probably like 7
story,
years old at the time,
but I'll leave that for another day. But I'm gonna have to write that down. I'm gonna talk about this experience I had at a McDonald's, and where we jumped out of the van, beat somebody up, and then jumped back in.
That's hilarious. It reminds me of the time I beat up my ex in the drive-thru, and the people at McDonald's were like, we're gonna call the police on you if you don't leave.
You know what's crazier?
And I threw the milkshake.
What's craziest about this story is I was a manager at this McDonald's at the time.
Oh my God! You had to call the police on yourself.
Let's see. What's the weirdest smell you've ever smelled? What the?
I think the one time I smelled a body, like someone dead. That was just bad. Like I was driving Denison delivering pizza, and I just had this.
It always smells like a dead body over there.
Yeah, just a real bad smell.
Especially on garbage day.
And you can just. It's really bad. You can just taste
take
it.
out the trash. You know
it might have been.
Honest to God, I thought someone died. And
remember the old slaughterhouse on 65th?
Yeah, that was
in the summertime. You can still smell death in the air. It's so gross.
Sweet. That's where I want to live.
Yeah. I lived there for a long time.
A couple more. How do you feel about putting pineapple on pizza?
With the right toppings, it's amazing.
I love it.
That's more white people shit.
Oh my God. What the fuck are you?
No,
you're like the whitest
that's what
one
he
here.
said on Thanksgiving. No, he was like, white people always screw up food.
Okay, when you're putting nachos and Fritos on the pizza with barbecue sauce. And,
no, I get all that. That's weird.
And hot dogs on the pizza.
But
then you're going too far.
No.
I put chicken and pineapple on there. It's amazing.
Well, a little bit of pineapple is okay, but you're not putting lasagna.
Honestly, it's making
noodles
me
on the pizza.
And queasy.
Are you pregnant again, Goldie?
Oh, I wish, but I'm not.
You wish, really?
Oh yeah, I'm so ready for another one.
Wow. What two normally? What the fuck? I can't read. What two totally normal things become really weird if you do them back to back?
Honest to God, I can't think of this one. This one, So what's two normal things that'll look weird if you did them back to back?
Yes.
Maybe exercise some way. I don't know.
Exercise and then masturbate or some shit. I don't know. But usually,
no, look weird. So no one's not gonna.
Oh yeah.
Rap after you're running. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, I'll say. I can't think of that one. I don't know.
Is it maybe lick it before you stick it or stick it before you lick it? No, I'm joking. That's not a question.
What? Where did this stuff just went? Somewhere else.
Anyways, let's see. If you're a mad scientist, what scientific experiment would you run if money and ethics weren't an issue?
Hybrid species.
So tokar.
Yeah. Cloning humans.
No, I thought about it like electricity. The animals have electrical currents or they can have lights.
Okay.
So I would do something where we can save energy by having natural organic life, produce lights in the streets or produce
that would then you'd have some animal cruelty going on. Overusing the animals, PETA would be all over that.
But you'll save the animal's life because you don't have to cut down trees to generate electricity or.
But what about when you're overfishing these animals? And these animals that glow live deep in the sea, so they're not going to be able to survive out in the light.
You don't have to overfish them. You take their genes and you make a hybrid species that generates light.
This is one thing that is because that was it for us tokar. But this is one thing that's been kind of bothering me. So. Plants, okay, GMOs basically, and I don't get what the fuss is over it.
It's been going on since the beginning of ages.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get why people are against.
If you look at corn,
genetically modified, I think what it is, it's just the term genetically modified scares them.
Well, I don't think we should be putting chemicals in our food to make it bigger.
That's not what it means.
When you say that GMO, genetically modified.
Genetically modified means that they're crossbreeding plants.
They're crossbreeding plants
and taking the best seeds.
As long as it's natural, I could care less. Because I know there are definitely plants that have been put together to create other plants, and I can't think of any off. I don't know.
I mean, even the modern orange.
Yeah, oranges are definitely one of them that was coming to mind.
Oranges, the old orange was smaller. There wasn't as much fruit. They were uglier.
Even eggplants, you couldn't even.
Seeds.
It wasn't the first eggplant wasn't even edible.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And that was all from. GMO, but they would just called it something different, I think.
What happened is it's faster now. Before it took generations and generations to make the plants.
I don't really have a problem with GMOs. As long as they're not putting a poison into my food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
It's fair.
If they can make my fruit bigger, more bigger.
Yeah,
there you go. Make my fruit bigger.
I actually would agree with them making your fruit bigger too.
My newts. Anyways,
your newts.
No, my fruit bigger, less seeds.
As long as it's actually
why does this keep sounding sexual?
I feel like you're going there. So.
I'm not, but
because
and they last longer too. God damn it.
Stop it.
Son of a bitch. I'm not. Even the watermelon, though. Okay, watermelons. How big they get and the seedless ones and whatever. Back in the day, even 30 years ago, watermelons didn't look like what they look like now. And it's.
I kind of want watermelon though.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Put salt on your watermelon.
Ew, who does that?
God damn it,
What's wrong with you?
It's awesome.
Tokar? No, it's supposed to be sweet. Why are you making it sour?
First off, No, salt obviously doesn't make anything sour.
Salty.
What the fuck? Like, yeah, but there's a big difference between salty and
still like
sour.
it's similar.
Because if they were the same thing,
it's not sweet.
It's not a preferred taste.
It is.
You ruined the watermelon.
You ruined it.
I don't care for watermelon.
I don't even want to be on the show anymore.
They're gonna leave it and come back.
I'm done. I can't be friends with you.
You insulted us now.
Friendship, you insulted us.
Well, so what do you put on a fucking watermelon? You just
Nothing.
eat it?
We eat it.
Nothing.
Maybe
it's not even sweet. There's no taste to a fucking
You're
watermelon.
picking the wrong ones. They're supposed to have like a yellow side. If they have the yellow side, it means they were sitting for a long time in the sun and they're sweeter. A lot of people don't want the one with the yellow side because it looks all ugly, but you're actually they're the better ones. I'm done with you.
She's never gonna come back.
Yeah. Find a replacement that comes on time.
Yeah, that comes on time. Shit. Holding open interviews now.
Yeah.
Like,
Anybody who wants to interview to take my spot, as long as you aren't tardy, you can get the job.
Baby.
Hell yeah. I mean,
you have to drive tokar though.
my wife didn't want me to talk about this, and I'm not.
God damn it.
I'm not.
All right. Damn
But-
it. Now I want to know.
He can tell you after.
I'll tell you guys after.
Are
it
you
might
pregnant?
be on it might be on next show or whatever.
No, it won't.
Damn. The
Anyways,
suspense.
I'm gonna tell you after the show.
Yeah, because she'll beat your
If
ass.
you guys want
say
to,
something
you know,
right now.
call in at any time, trust me. Like,
Call in, I'm right
you know, what the fuck? Our listeners aren't listening to my words.
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
listen to us either.
All right. Well,
Sort of.
if nobody's gonna call, I guess that is the end of the show. Follow us on social media at Epic Music Radio on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe to our channel
Don't
on
ever
YouTube.
sing again.
Actually, I have a good singing voice. I just play around. And Instagram, Epicness26.
Are you like a smoker or something?
No, man, I had coffee and shit, man. I've been up for a while now, man. I'm good now. I was out of it earlier though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, girl. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that is it for the show. Is there anything you guys want to?
It's my only show.
Like, want to add or anything?
This is the Epic Show.
You know, there is music playing, just because you can't hear it. You know. But is there anything you guys want to add?
Thank you, Jeremy Rodriguez.
Yes, thank you, J-Rod, for being the only person to comment on our show.
That's right. Thanks, Kevin, for trying to call in.
If anyone needs shrimp or baby turtles, let me know.
You got them on the low.
Let's go to the Georgia.
All
Let's
right.
get a fresh ready. We have
You
them
can
delivered.
come home with a turtle and a pizza.
Can you imagine the guy that comes home with the turtle? Yeah, I was just getting
The
fresh
kids
ready.
are all excited.
Yeah.
Turtles!
Yeah, obviously my wife is a Hitler of turtles because she would not let me get a turtle.
I wouldn't let Louie bring
I
home
wanted a turtle.
They're the
so
worst
bad.
pets. They're dirty.
Smell.
I wanted a turtle so bad.
No one. And are you gonna clean out the tank all the time?
Hell yeah.
What do you think, Ash?
That was my primary option.
Oh, whatever.
I don't even
Okay.
blame you.
All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna get off here.
Stop wasting everybody's time.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next week. Hell yeah.
Dear Mr. President, there are too many states nowadays. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot.
Oh, wow, that was terrible.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Go!
That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and fear of losing my job, but you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy?
That's all, folks.